Good morning, you guys. Welcome to another Power Morning. So this morning we will make sure that we are getting all of our engagements in. It's time for Power Morning. Goodbye, Asta. Sorry, guys. I still haven't done my story yet. So I don't want everybody on Instagram to know exactly what we do. But we're gonna go ahead and get our interaction sorted. And so again, we can do those on Facebook or on Instagram. You guys, we've been starting to kind of incorporate stuff on Instagram as well. I don't know. Have you guys had a chance to start working a little bit more on Instagram with some of the Sunday night planning stuff that we did and kind of being a little bit maybe more consistent over there and building relationships and stuff? So just like Facebook, you guys, like if we're gonna build over there, we also need to make sure that we are also doing interactions over there and building relationships there as well. So just make sure if you're not doing your interactions this morning, that you are doing some interactions on Instagram at some point throughout the day. What I like to do before I post on Instagram is I like to go through the stories first and kind of do some interactions on the stories, take a few minutes to do some interactions on the feed. Again, just to show that Instagram that you are working so that you're not just posting and ghosting. So that is really helpful. So but this morning, like I said, I like Facebook is kind of my jam. So I will do mine on Facebook first. And so just go ahead, go through your feed, do some interactions, or interactions can also be in the story too, you guys, but not just a heart. It has to be like a authentic, like comment of some sort. Does anybody have any questions? No, ma'am? Tammy, are you just getting done with work? You're a rock star. My goodness, girl. Angel, are you off today? Okay, I'm like, that doesn't look like the daycare.
Yeah, we're packing up. We're gonna head out of town for the weekend for my nephew's graduation. So, yeah. Yep. So I got the day off. I won't get yelled at for being on Zoom today, okay?
Yeah, so I can actually take a picture and tag you today so that you don't get fired from your job.
You can.
What a bunch of a-holes.
I know.
Just a bunch of fun suckers.
It's
They just don't know how to have any fun at all.
I know. It's like I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is listening. It's not like
It's not like you're actually working your business in that moment.
Exactly. That is exactly what I told her. I'm like, I can't listen. It's no worse than listening to a radio or anything like that. I can multitask.
Right. Right. When we're doing this, you guys, what we're doing is we're really trying to build the consistency muscle, right? Like I just did a welcome call last night. And one of the things that like was mentioned by the new promoter is just like that she struggles to like actually like make interactions on other people's social media, you guys. So for some of you this might feel really just weird and easy, but for some of our newer people coming into the business, like there's so many people that do truly just scroll and never comment. So we're really trying to build our consistency muscle and getting into the habit of making these interactions. And so I always set a goal of at least 15 because we don't want to overthink them, because some people are overthinkers, you guys. Some people will type something and then delete it and type something and delete it. So I know a lot of us on here aren't necessarily like that, but some people are. So the point of our interactions in the morning is just really get into the habit of doing this regularly. Ooh, excuse me. Especially this time of the year, you guys, with so much like graduation pictures and flower pictures of people's gardens and things like that. Those are really easy and quick ways to make sincere comments on people's stuff. But if you're gonna say like congratulations and you know like their kid a little bit or them or you've known them for a little bit, like just make a little bit longer of a post about it. Like, I mean, comment about it. Like maybe you might say like, "Oh my gosh, like I remember when, you know, they were 7 or whatever." Again, we're just really wanting to be sincere about it. Or if you have something to relate it to with your own life, just, really make it a bigger so it's not just a congratulations, you stand out a little bit more. Does that make sense, you guys? I can't find my words this morning.
I know for me, a lot of them are that I started at the daycare with are graduating, and it's like, holy macaroni.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine, Angel.
It's like, man.
Actually, I can. Like, I have clients that I cut their hair when they were so little, and now they're graduating college. And I'm like, gosh, that just literally aged me. Like,
I know, it's like crazy.
morning, sun. What, honey? No, are you out of DFTs? Like completely? Oh crap, I didn't know that. Well, here's a couple right here, bud, and I'll make an order today. Mhm. I love it that my son thrives and he feels so good. Good morning, honey. You can have a muffin if you'd like for breakfast. Yeah, that's fine. And then have like a string cheese or something as well, okay? Okay, guys, I'm just finishing up here and then we're gonna get into writing our post for the day. To be honest, I did it a couple nights ago, so I can't even remember what we're doing today. So don't ever think I got one up on you guys. I gotta always think through this. Okay, and I usually have way too much stuff up at once. Where am I here? Oh, no wonder my husband decided to take over the computer. Here I am. Okay, so today we are going to write a value post. I'm trying to make this bigger for you guys. There we go. Okay, so the goal is to add value to your audience, increase engagement, and create connection. And what we're gonna do is like the hook is gonna be like something like, I wish somebody had told me earlier that. And you can give like any type of piece of advice that you would give somebody that you learned the hard way, or something that's been a valuable lesson to you. But on Instagram, you would just really want to make sure like this is like relevant to your niche, because obviously, you know, since we are like kind of trying to hone in on exactly who we are on Instagram so that we can build more followers over there that can relate to us. Just make sure that it's relevant to your niche. Also, if you guys have added the Facebook groups, like I've been talking to you guys about, like the 3 to 5 Facebook groups, obviously, if that's too overwhelming, 1 to 3, whatever it is, but whatever your interests are or your niche, wherever you can like authentically connect in a group that it just doesn't feel like you can add value and you don't barely have to think about it. So like whatever a hobby would be of yours, or something you're good at, or if you're a runner, like running group, like, you know, you guys get the gist. So and then you can write a post in the group, because when you add value to groups, you guys, that is also how you're going to gain more followers and friends on Facebook especially. So again, this can be about anything. And if you guys don't want to use my template, I mean, if you have something of value to bring today, then just educate your audience on something. Like bring some value, like tell them, you know, something that you know, or some tips or whatever. So if you're not inspired by my template, like you guys can always use your own. But again, this is just a reminder to be bringing value to our community so that they want to continue following us. Because if they're not thriving right now, they still don't want to not follow us, because we're still bringing value. We're giving tips. We're helping them with like suggestions, life hacks, whatever that looks like. That is the point of these morning posts again to you guys. Like we can't just be like a thrive billboard 24/7, or no one's going to want to follow us. So that is the purpose of these posts in the morning. So the call to action will be, what is the lesson you learned earlier, or what do you wish somebody had told you? Comment below, love to hear. Remember, you guys, this doesn't have to be serious. It can also be fun and like just goofy, because like another thing like that I've been learning in Jessie Lee's accelerator, you guys, is she's been like talking about like that we need to be a little bit more cringe. And really what she means by that is not like you have to be wild on like Facebook or anything like that, but for another word for cringe is authentic. Like, so she's like, you guys, like show your true selves. If you're funny, be funny. If you like are sarcastic, like show your sarcastic self like on social media. Like let people really know who you are and what your personality is, because that's going to keep them entertained. People also want to be entertained on social media. So when you're writing these, like and I have to sometimes be a little bit better about this. Like sometimes I'm writing like 10-page, you know, statuses. You know how you guys, I'm a little long-winded and I like to write big statuses, but I have to remind myself sometimes that I'm like, okay, I have written like a lot of really serious posts the last few posts in a row. So now I just need to write something that's really light and fun. And I also need to write something that is like funny or like engaging, because I will do an audit through my stuff and I'd be like serious post, serious post, serious post, serious post. And so remember just to keep your social media light and fun. So this doesn't have to be like value can also be funny, you guys, because you're still bringing value. You got to remember social media is negative. So when you are lightening up somebody's feed, that is still bringing value. So don't forget that, like you have value in your quirkiness and your funniness, like whatever it is. So again, if you feel stuck, you know, the good old Google, just go to Google, just put in the search bar, literally like like what would be something that you wish somebody would have told you earlier or something. And it's going to put up a bunch of stuff that's going to trigger a thought for you guys. So if you're stuck in analysis paralysis or writer's block, like literally just go to Google and this will help you with your post. The other point is, you guys remember, is not to overthink it. Because as we know, we could write the best post ever and it's going to flop. And then you write the fastest post with spelling errors everywhere or grammar errors, and like the post just like has a million likes. So just know that you never know how your audience is going to react. So just get it out there. And the big reminder, you guys, is we're trying to create engagement. We're trying to allow our like quote unquote super fans, people that are watching us, people that are a part of our group, like, you know, our friends group and all that. We really want to encourage them to engage. But you have to remember to put that call to action at the end, because if you write this and you say, I learned X, Y, and Z lesson, and this is why it was valuable to me, and blah, 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 like, so yeah. And then like you end it like that, it's just like, okay, cool. And then they just keep scrolling. You have to remember to like ask them a question or tell them to do an action. Otherwise, they're just going to scroll on past. So make sure that you are inviting your followers and friends to actually engage on your posts. You got to tell them exactly what you want them to do, guys. Penny. Yeah, just put it in a, either put it in a small Tupperware or in a little sandwich bag, okay? So you guys, for the picture, I want you guys to just brand yourself. So it just depends on what your post is. So personally, I actually, as I was talking to you guys, I wasn't going to make this post serious because I feel like I needed to make it light and fun because I feel like my social media has been a little like just, but it's me and I'm always sharing from my heart. So mine actually, as I started typing, I went into cancer. So go figure. But that is kind of my brand. That's my niche. That's my story. And so that's what I'm personally writing about. So I personally, because that's what my post is in relation to, it's Thursday. So I'm going to kind of like plug like a throwback Thursday, so to speak. And I'm going to share a throwback picture of me having cancer with my wound vac, partly because like it's going to be attention grabbing too, right? And it is who I am, and also it is melanoma and awareness month. So I'm going to kind of like, I'm using this post to like do like kind of three different things in one. Does that make sense, you guys? So you can just do a post, but if you're going to just do a post and if it is short and sweet, just like put the colorful background behind it so like people can see it and it's like eye catching. Or if you have a photo that is like in relation to it, remember, like we usually want to use photos of us because for some people that might feel like we're being too like self-centered. But you guys, it's not. We're building a brand and we are the brand. We want people buying us, not Lavelle, right? So always don't ever feel bad about like posting up pictures about yourself because that's what's going to stop people in their tracks and look at your post, and because they see it's you and they're on your social media because they like you. If they didn't like you, they would either hide you, unfollow you, or delete you. So yeah, so does that make sense to everybody? I didn't put up there what picture we were going to use. I kind of forgot, to be honest with you. So just put whatever picture you guys want to add to that. And then we're already at the top of 30 minutes. It always goes so fast, guys. So I'm going to go and search for my picture and get my post up. And then just remember, you guys, as I always remind you, this is the bare minimum of our business. This is just getting our business rocking and rolling in the morning. It helps you to feel more accomplished. and really just building this consistency muscle, especially through the summer, you guys. It's so easy to fall off during the summer, but if we wake up and make this a priority every single morning for our business sign to be on, if you don't have something to do immediately, I have to finish getting my kids ready for school. So obviously I'll do mine shortly after this, but then I am going to go over to Instagram, and essentially I'm going to do the same exact thing over there that we just did here. I'm going to get that algorithm working, and then I'm going to do that post over there. And then just a reminder to be building your network and finding friends. So here is an example. I'm going to give you guys how I'm so much breath in these lungs. So I feel like some people on Instagram, and I don't always know how to explain it, but it hit me yesterday. This is what I do. Sometimes I don't know how to explain it the best. So I'm going to give you guys a little plug on how to build relationships over on Instagram real quick, and how to look for followers. So I feel like sometimes when you're just like in the search bar, like you don't really know like who to find. And sometimes you don't really feel like you find real accounts, because it'll be like the top people and they have like 300,000 followers. And it's like, where are the real moms? Where are the real grandmas on Instagram? Do you ever feel that way? Like you can't find real people? Like the Instagram is so curated that it's just like, I don't know, are these people even real? So you guys, I'm not trying to bring politics into this, and if I offend any of you all, I apologize, but I am just real and raw and wear my heart on my sleeve. So I'm really like struggling with this whole Target thing, okay? So that I love Jesus, so I can't get down with them having Satanist whatever. So okay, that's the only thing I'm going to say about that. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but and I pray none of you are Satanists on my team, seriously. But okay, you guys, so I'm passionate about that. And so like Jessie Lee has been like kind of training us to like, be ourselves and kind of stand up for the things that we really believe in, because if you stand, you have to stand for something or you stand for nothing, right? And that's also how you're going to find your people, right? We're not supposed to have every single person like us, but we want all the right people to like us, the people that we jive with, because obviously you guys, our business is going to be so much more fun when we're working with the people that we absolutely love, right? And that have the same type of thoughts as we do, the same everything. So anyway, tangent. So I went to Target. I was like looking for a specific thing. Like I put hashtag Target, and then, because this news is trending, you guys, so many people are posting about it. Here's the deal though. It clicked with me in that very moment. Like, these are my people, because they think like I do. They're more than likely, obviously, Christians. They probably have some of the same beliefs and even political standings that I do, right? So I am going to connect with them. That's kind of the whole point. So I went on these statuses that have like, they're like big businesses or companies or Instagram accounts that are posting about Target, right? But then I went into the comment section of all of these posts. And I'm talking like 400 comments come up, right? You guys, these are all real people. These are the people on Instagram that have 400 followers to 1,000, maybe 2,000, but they're like real actual people. So I go in those comments and I am commenting back to their comments on there. Like if they say something that I'm like, yes, I am writing an authentic comment back to them. And that is how then I have noticed already since doing that yesterday. And just like we do on this Zoom, I am literally making authentic like comments back to these people. And I'm taking 15-20 minutes and I'm going through these comment threads, and anybody that I can comment back to, I'm commenting back to them, and I'm hearting their comment, because you guys, now my name is coming up in their notifications. At Heather Gross, liked your comment, and then at Heather Gross replied to your comment. And so now I'm in their notifications. So now what are they going to do? Most people are now going to click on my Instagram, and they're going to go and look at my feed and see if they like me. And if they do, they're just probably going to follow me, or they're going to see that I have stuff in my stories and they're going to watch my stories. Then to take it a step further, what I also do, especially if I have the time, and I did this yesterday to try to build my network, is I will do 3-2-1s on any of these people that I feel like I would have a connection with. So I start with especially the people that have a story, and I go through their story. And if I can interact with anything in their story, I interact with their story right away. And then if I feel like I like what I see in their story, then I take it to their feed, and then I will decide if I'm going to follow them or not. And then if I am going to follow them, then I'm going to go and do 3-2-1s on their profile grid, like 2 pictures at least, comment, like all of the things. And this is how you are going to really be able to build that network and get more eyes on your Instagram. If you're not commenting on other people's stuff within your niche or your what am I trying to say? Your interests, you're not going to get as many people finding you unless you're doing a crap ton of reels. So this is another way how to build that Instagram. And yes, does it take time and effort? Absolutely. Just like anything in this business, right? You guys, I think it feels different because on Facebook, we kind of know the people. And so it feels like you're actually like going to make a difference. But sometimes on Instagram, remember, even in this business, like strangers will trust you before your own family will. So that's why it's important to be building on Instagram, because these people will come to your feed and you don't know. That's how we need to be like kind of building that at the same exact time. So anyways, hopefully that kind of helps you guys if you're feeling a little bit stuck on like where to communicate, where to like find people. Another thing you could put if you're a crunchy mom, like an all natural mom, or you're just a regular mom. Or I learned something this week, you guys. I don't know if you knew this. I'm just going to give you this quick tip. So apparently there's a silky mom, and then there's a crunchy mom. Crunchy moms is like breastfeed for a long time. I didn't think I was a crunchy mom because they're like all natural, no food dyes. I'm like, well, I'm not that rigid. Turns out, you guys, I actually classify into the crunchy mom way more than I thought I did. And then the silky mom is like, doesn't care about food dyes, doesn't buy like the Tylenol dye free, like doesn't really care, fast food all the time, no limits on screen time, no gentle parenting, like just like kind of probably very old school parenting, right? And then there's something right in the middle, and it's called a scrunchy mom. So I learned this week, and I'm kind of a mixture of both of them, but I lean towards crunchy mom more. But the good news about that is just learning about that, because that's where I can find more people on Instagram that are like me and who I am and in my niche. And so just knowing, you guys, who you are, what you represent is going to be able to help you to find more followers on Instagram. So anyways, tangent over, but I just wanted to share that tip with you guys, because if you have some extra time right now I want you to duplicate what we just did, but go and do it over on Instagram, because again, we're trying to build our businesses both on Facebook and Instagram. And so we need to take consistent action on both platforms. So that's what I have for you guys. Hopefully that was helpful. Obviously, if you have any questions, just reach out. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. We will still do tomorrow morning's training, even though it is Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully people will be able to hop on, and if not, I understand that. We'll obviously have the recording up. Don't forget, you guys, that today and tomorrow is the last day for the bomb promotion for the $25 in credits. I'm going to give you guys a quick hot tip on this. Like, I did not expect this to happen. Yesterday I posted, I don't know if you guys seen it, about that transformation. And then I just put up that the balance is $19 because of the $25 off. And this post exploded. I have not had a post explode like this in so long. I have so many people messaging me in my DM. I was up till 10:30 last night trying to help people. Have all of them converted into orders yet? Not yet, but I also got an order off of Instagram. I don't know if it's still up in my story, but I am going to share it in the thread in case if anybody wants to use it. I don't know
if gonna say if I could,
like
I was
sale.
gonna borrow it.
And then I had like sculpt and balance, and I'm not even gonna lie, you guys, I'm not gonna take credit for it. I stole it off of Sheila Fasoni's story and just cropped it and put it in my story. And but you guys, I just got an order off of Instagram. I like sold to somebody in Instagram out of my stories, and she's only on Instagram. And you guys, I have noticed she's been watching my story for about 3 years, but she never posts on Instagram and she never does stories. So I have no way of interacting with her. So I haven't been able to build a relationship with her, but she consistently watches my story every single day. And 3 years later, you guys, on Instagram, this lady reached out to me last night and she's like, I want the deal for the sculpt and for the balance. I was like, wait, what? Like, you guys, she placed the order and then she started looking at the website more. And then she was like, actually, you know what? I'm going to pay for shipping twice. I actually really think I want that 3 steps that you do. She knew about the chocolate covered new shake, chocolate covered strawberry, because clearly she said, I seen a video of you doing it. That looked delicious. She knew about Elite, you guys. It just goes to show that when we're talking in our stories and educating our people and just being so consistent, she knew everything yesterday. And she's like, I'm just going to pay for shipping twice. But what happened, you guys, is this one product got her in to like it just like opened that door and didn't make it feel so like whatever, and then it opened her idea to more, and then now she has an account. Now she's looking around in the website, and then she's like, you know what, actually I really do want that. And then a few of the other people haven't placed orders yet because truly they're thinking right now, because then once we started to talk about balance, they started to ask other questions about other products that we have. One is thinking about HDS. Another one is like, maybe I should do the 3 steps. Another one was like, I was going to sample years ago, but I just never did. So that one I have offered a sample, and, you know, we're just like waiting to get her order in because it got late last night. And so, but you guys, this has opened the conversation for like so many other conversations. So be creative today and tomorrow with your post. You know, if we're absolutely not super connected on social media, you guys can use a similar post to mine. But like, even with the picture, I get nervous about too many people using it, just because like I don't want us to look like a spam bot, right? But if we don't have a ton of mutual friends, I'm okay with you guys using that picture and the post. But again, I don't want everybody like doing it all the time, but it could be another good thing for us to spread out, where like maybe somebody could try to do it at the beginning of the month, especially if you're looking to get your PPA or whatever. So, but anyway, I just wanted to share that. And if you guys are using a product and using your transformation, you can also put up your transformation, but then put a similar post up about that. Honestly, you guys, I think what really grabbed people's attention was the $19. It doesn't feel overwhelming. But once we got them into the Le-Vel website, then they were like, wait, what about this? What about that? And then I was just adding extra credits for them if they decided to do something beyond the balance. To just one, I gave a $20 code because she was going to order Thrive and Balance. So I gave her, she got the $25 in credits from the company, and then I also added a $20 code. So you guys just get creative with your posts, because you just never know what's going to stick. I did not think that I would get anything off this post. I never get stuff off of these kind of posts. But you guys, we just got to keep on trying. We never know what will hit. So I hope that encourages you. I'll send you those graphics too for in the stories to post those up. What I like about them, and it has all the benefits too. So that's obviously very helpful, because it kind of really shows people exactly like what these things do. And then obviously, if you guys have any questions, just let me know, and we'll take it from there. So just don't miss this opportunity, you guys, with the $25 in credits. So I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I'm very thankful for all of you guys. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye, guys.